What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. So tonight, kind of doing a little mashup. I got a little bit of shrimp left and a little bit of that Italian sausage left from the peppers and sausage. So tonight, going to put them together, doing a little shrimp and sausage. So I would recommend marinating the shrimp for at least a couple hours before you put it on the pan. So mine is a mix of extra, excuse me, extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper, some crushed red chili flake, minced garlic, and thyme. So no set amounts. I always like to say with shrimp, the thyme's really good with it. So I'm always generous with my seasoning. I like to mix it up with a whisk because the shrimp are kind of delicate. So mainly what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the sausage actually in the oven in advance. The shrimp's got enough oil. You don't really need any more olive oil on your sausage. You can just bake that in the oven. And then I'm going to sweat some veggies and put them in the oven at the last instance with the sausage while the shrimp cooks on the stove, and then put it all together. So pretty simple marinade. Let that shrimp set up for a little while. Then I'll be back to show you everything else. So. All right, so this sausage has been cut up into about 1-inch pieces. It's a mix of the hot Italian sausage and some andouille. So I got my oven at about 400. I'm going to put them in for about 40 minutes because the sausage, you can't really overcook it. In fact, if you cook it a little bit longer, you get a little bit of a char, which is nice to have. So the bulk of that is just throwing it in there and then forgetting about it. And then when I come back, when it's a little bit closer to the time to put it all together, not too much more to it. A little bit of onion in the oil before the shrimp goes in. Maybe throw some white wine in. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Stay tuned. All right, we're back. So that sausage has been going for about half an hour. I actually took a look at it. Just keep an eye on it. I got it at about 400. Like I said, you can't really overcook it. So I like it with a little bit of char. So I'm probably going to let it go closer to 45 minutes. So now I think it's a pretty good time to sweat my veggies. So I got about a quarter of a yellow onion. I'm going to put on some, with the olive oil, salt, and pepper at a straight up medium. And I got some sweet peppers. I got, for color, red, yellow, orange. More of a bigger chop. Like with those salmon cakes yesterday, I diced them finely. I want a little bit more, just a bigger piece to keep its texture a little bit better. So I'm going to put these veggies on there for about 10 minutes, let them cook down, and at that point I'll be throwing the shrimp on, and they're really quick, like 5.5 minutes altogether, just 245 on one side and then 245 on the other. So stay tuned, we'll be back. All right, so we're back. So those veggies have been going for about 10 minutes, and I'm about to throw the shrimp on. So what I did, now that that sausage has been going for about 45 minutes, I took it out of the oven and have it covered off to the side. So what I'm going to do is, when I flip the shrimp, I'm going to throw everything together and just let everything get in there and marry at the very end. So I got my veggies kind of pushed to the side. So I'm going to throw my shrimp in the middle. And at this point, you can turn the heat up a little bit. Kind of get a little sear on these shrimp, and that'll be good. So no more than 5 to 7 minutes for the shrimp. Let them get going in the extra marinade. Toss in there a little wine too. that sizzle get going, and I'll show you how to finish it off in a couple of minutes. We'll be back. All right, we're back. So it's time to flip the shrimp. And we are just about done here. Sometimes these suckers can be tough to get, but stay strong. And at this point, all that sausage that I've gotten going, you can see right here, I'm going to just dump all this in there and just get everything cooked well together. Let that marry for a little bit. And again, this is going to be quick. Let's keep an eye on it. You want to make sure the shrimp cook through, but you don't want to overcook them. I think I've told you before. Shrimp, calamari, anything like that, you cook it too long, it gets tough. It's like rubber bands, and the texture is just ruined. So I'll plate it up in a minute. We'll be back. All right. So this is ready to plate up. I'm just going to take it right from the pan to the plate. Spoon. Let's get all those onions and peppers on there. Now for garnish, I would love to use some cilantro. Unfortunately, don't have any of that at the moment, but I do like to do some kind of garnish, so I do have some parsley ready to go. I'm just going to sprinkle on top of here. The shrimp have been cooked just about right. They get a little charred, but no more than that. So there we go. There's our shrimp and sausage, a little mix of what I got left. So everybody have a good night. To all my friends who live in the cities, Minneapolis, Philly, New York, LA, just, I'm stay safe, stay strong, and have a good night. And I'll be back next week. We'll see you. Bye.